All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the press conference. We are joined by Sentinels, who have just claimed another victory against Karmine Corp. If you have any questions for the team, please use the Zoom hand raise feature. We'll start with a pre-submitted question first for John Cutie from Sportskeeda Esports. There was a point in the first map where you had a 5-1 lead that ended into a 6-6 half. Despite the scoreline, your team did not opt for a timeout. I wanted to know from the IGL perspective, the discussion that was done within the team in that second half that led to the dominant win on split.
The first half we were up 5-1, and we think we finished the half 6-6. But I think we still had the right ideas and we had the right game plan, and I'm sure that's why Kaplan didn't want a timeout. We were just like losing on the small stuff in the end phase. That's why it costed us. I think it would have been pretty much a 9-3. Should have been a 9-3 or like a 10-2 half for us. On the second half, I mean, it's split. We've always had a good defense half. We understood how they want to approach it and how they want to like counter our setups. So we just made sure to stay strong in our setups, trust our retakes, and that's how we usually approach split.
Thank you. Next question also goes to John Cutie from Mimi. She's asking, what is it like playing such a tournament during Ramadan?
It's not easy, I'll tell you that. It's hard. It's not only Ramadan, it's also like a mixture of stuff. I'm very away from home. I'm jet lagged. Food sometimes is hard to get. We have to come here early. We have to wake up at certain times. So I think that's a very hard part that goes hand in hand with Ramadan. I'm also the IGL, and I mean, my performance will be affected no matter what in one way or the other. But I think I just need to get used to it more. And as you saw yesterday, I played kind of bad, and today I picked it up. So, I'm sure next week when we're gonna be playoffs, I'll be back to my usual form, and you'll see it.
Thank you. Next question goes to Tens and Zekin from Mimi. Your teammates call you the kids of the team, and it's clear that you have a good relationship. How does that translate into your play in the server together?
I would say it mainly comes from the fact that Zach and I have a lot of trust in each other, and we're both pretty aggressive. So for the most part, we can stay on the same page with certain plays. So I think it's really good to have like an aggressive duo like Zach. And I feel really confident like going into areas with Zach, and I feel like he feels confident too. And I think the trust that we have to work together is really good as well.
Man, you just said everything. I mean, I can't really add much to that. I just think we think about the game the same way, and we played a lot together, and we have really good synergy, and it just kind of translates into the matches.
Thank you. Next question goes to Kaplan from Mimi. Sentinels has played more matches than most. What does it mean to finally have a significant amount of time to prep for playoffs?
I cannot wait to sleep. It means a lot. It's been really hard to have such a quick turnaround. We showed everything we had pretty much in kickoff, and it's we didn't have a lot of turnaround time to deal with that strategically, right? Especially even with scrims, you jet lag. There's just so many challenges. So having some time to breathe and be better equipped to handle opponents studying us is a huge relief and a confidence boost for the games ahead.
Thank you. Next question will go to Brandon Esports GG.
Thank you very much. Congratulations on the win, guys. I'll ask this to Coach Kaplan. You kind of mentioned it, taking the hard road. We heard you at the beginning of the broadcast as well as your, post-match tweet without that much time to prepare. I'd just like to ask you kind of what that means to be able to persevere and prevail about the character of your team and yourself, and kind of what you think that also means for the future with having that time to prepare. How does that set you up for success?
Yeah. We really have had a lot of, adversity and hard roads, and I'm incredibly proud of the team. It's just thanks to them and everything they do and how hard they work and their own perseverance in matches and just being an incredible team. We had to kind of think of a way to deal with today. It was tough conditions, having such little time away from the arena before coming back. And I think we all did a really good job framing that. Let's, use that. We have something to prove, and we want to it just made us want to win more. And I'm really glad that we used it as fuel, and we've shown we're capable of that. I'm excited to maybe have a little bit of an easier road, and we haven't had those yet, so hopefully we're equipped to deal with those. But yeah, feels great.
Smooth sea.
Smooth seas don't make a skillful sailor. John Cutie, 2024.
Thank you. Riding through tsunamis out here.
Yeah, it was a tsunami today.
Why are you so poetic?
Thank you. Next question.
Are we still?
Next question goes to Pedro.
Hey guys, first off, also congrats on the win. I got a question for John Cutie. Of course, looking at the second map, specifically at the very end of there was a time in which KC was on the verge of extending that map to overtime with that narrate 1v3 clutch. But then you guys turned it around with that thrifty win with everybody on C and just taking everybody down and winning the series as a result. I want to know from your perspective, what was the comms like in just trying to make that play together? Did you kind of anticipate that KC was going to go hard C? And also everyone else within the team can chime in if they want.
I mean, we lost a tough round. We just made sure to reset. We were on eco, and we just started A, and we just gamble call to go C. We know that KC plays very packed, and they've been doing the whole half. They don't really have many lurkers. They like to stay as 4, and they show a lot of presence. We just made the call. Shout out to Zach. He made the call to Rocket. I think Jordan made the call for Sassy to I from Waterfall. So it was more of a team effort on the call. Everyone did their part, and I really can't give the credit for me on that one. Everyone did their part, and that's how it goes on this team.
You know what credit we can give to though?
Yep.
The Sentinels Classic by the Sentinels
By the
bundle.
Sun Classic.
Please.
How is that credit to me though?
Huh?
What do you mean?
I said, you know what we can give the credit to though?
I'm joking.
Oh, screw you, dude.
I'm just joking.
John, I think you're great.
No, I'm not.
Thank you. Next question goes to Strafe Esports.
Thank you. I'd like to direct this question to Sasi and Zelsis. You guys have probably had one of the hardest sort of road to Madrid, and even at Madrid, you've just beaten both EMEA representatives back to back across 2 days. What does this win against a team that took down Fnatic? What does this win mean for you guys?
I mean, EMEA is a no-team region now, so we can go back and go home to America's happy. But all seriousness, I mean, we knew EMEA was going to be really tough. Like, they're a really good region, and like you said, we didn't have the easiest road. And I mean, it honestly at this point it doesn't matter now if we get the easy road or not. I think we've put so much time in the off season, and like even now playing through plans and kickoff and everything. Like, I feel like our team is really prepared for like anything that's thrown at us. So I mean, yeah.
For me, it's like, it doesn't matter if it's MA or Pacific. We're not here to win against MA. We're here to win Masters. So whatever.
Fire.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's my vet.
Wow.
That's the vets.
That's a world champion.
One guy shit talking, the others.
Morning.
That actually showed you guys' personality.
Yeah,
Like,
I
right
know.
there.
I know.
Thank you so much, guys.
Next question from Wandy.
Hi guys. So first of all, congratulations on the win. I have a question for whoever want to answer. So would you guys say that the matchup with KC in this Swiss format was stressful, given that you guys had less than a day to play?
Kaplan.
Yeah, it was really stressful. You can't avoid some imbalance in tournaments, right? Some teams have to play one day and some teams have to play another day, and that's the way it goes. But we were the earlier game today after being the later game yesterday, and that put a lot of time pressure on us and made the disparity between us and KC having more time to clean up their own play and rest and even watch our game live. It made that disparity a lot larger. So especially speaking for myself and Drew, who did an incredible job, it just meant the turnaround time where we had to study and prepare for this game was short, and doing our ideal level of work for it was impossible. But I think that speaks even more to how well all the players adapted and how well we just played our own game, and everyone just did an incredible job with their creativity. Like, we were definitely playing with less preparation than we're used to. And, I'm glad that you can watch our game and that's not obvious.
Next question from Fernando.
Thank you. First of all, congratulations on the win. My question is for Sassi, and I'll do it in Portuguese. Sassi, parabéns pela vitória. Eu queria que você me avaliasse essa série, cara, e a importância dessa vitória diante de um time jovem que vem impressionando nesse começo de temporada.
Falando pelo nosso time, assim, a importância da vitória da série foi mais que pra gente se provar. A gente, não só como time, mas a gente enfrentou muitas coisas que estavam fora do nosso controle, né? Como já foi citado antes, né? Da gente ter jogado última série ontem, a gente foi a primeira série hoje também. E, cara, o nosso time ele tá muito bem, a gente tá tendo muita leitura boa, especialmente contra os times da Europa. E eu acho que a Karmine Corp, obviamente, né? Eles são um time forte, eles são o seed 1 da Europa, mas eu acho que com essa vitória mostrou que a gente tem muito potencial ainda e com certeza a gente tem capacidade de vencer esse Masters.
Beleza, Sassi, obrigado.
Next question from Pedro. We can't hear you.
Now you can. I got a question for Tens. Your mother was interviewed during the broadcast about by Golden Boy, and he mentioned about how it's the first time she's seen you play in an international setting in a competition such as this. You know, given the fact that back in 2021, because of COVID, you know, no fans were there. But what's the feeling like for you just to play with your mother watching by the sides and the rest of your family?
I would just say it's a really nice feeling having my family there in person to support me. And I mean, I don't know what else to say other than like it feels great. And this is like the first time ever that I've actually had any family come out to support me in any event I went to, whether it's from CS or this game. So it's pretty cool.
Hello, guys. First of all, congratulations on your win. This question is for Celsius. This is Theo from Sons of KS. And Celsius, I want to ask you, now being you the first team to qualify to playoffs, who would you like to face in the next stage of this Masters Madrid?
I think I'd like to face Gen G just because I don't know. I think like they play really well. They have like a really set like game plans and they just look really well coordinated right now. I'm also kind of a big fan of Texture. I think he's been like performing really well. He has like really good aim. So I think for me, I mean the trophy is obviously just like what I'm focused on, but if I had to pick one team, it'd be Gen G.
And my last question is for Kaplan. We were talking to Loud a couple of days ago, and I want to ask you the same thing about being America's the last two world champions. Do you feel like as a team or as a region, is there any pressure on you to go back with the trophy?
I think we put an enormous amount of pressure on ourselves because we firmly believe we can be the best team and we can win the trophy, and that's what we want. I don't think anything like that really changes anything for us. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and that's enough, and nothing else really moves the needle.
Thank you. Congratulations again, and
thanks.
We hope to see more of this on playoffs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Zach from VLR. Congratulations on your win today. This question is for Tens or Zekin, or both of you if you choose to answer. I know that you said like you're kind of the dynamic duo, equally aggressive, who loves playing together. And I was wondering about how you guys really set each other up on split, because there were like a lot of really good trap plays and stuff that constantly kept the pressure up for KC. And just how do you two set each other up consistently so much?
I think it's just the fact that we're always paired up, and so it opens up a lot of opportunity for us to be able to make a lot of like plays together. Sorry, I answered kind of short.
Pretty much what he said, but also like there's also some rounds that we're not really together, but because of our aggressive play styles, there's kind of like a push-pull aspect to it where I can be taking space on one side and he can be taking space on another side, but it all just kind of comes together to like go with the full game plan. So it works really well.
Thank you, guys.
The kids and the elders pulling the leaf.
Yippee.
Any other on-site media questions?
Hello, I'm Lembo of 360. And the question is for anyone, Celsius or who wants. Someone asked for what team do you want to face? And my question is, what team do you think that will qualify to the semifinals with you, with the level that the different teams have game in the tournament?
You guys want me to answer? I
go
mean,
for
I
it.
think I definitely think KC will make it through. Who else was 1-1? Loud? And then
No,
0-1.
0-1?
Genji and EDG are playing together.
Okay. I mean, I have KC going through for sure. I have Gen G going through.
Loud.
And then yeah, I'll have to go with like the other American representative, like Loud for sure. Just like, you know, home represent. Like when you go international, it's not NA versus whatever anymore. It's just America's.
Americas.
The question is for Kaplan. This question is about pick and bans, no? Because Karmine Corp and you have similar good maps, no? For example, Lotus or Vine. And finally, Karmine Corp picked Lotus and let's Vine to decide, no? Is the picket ban your plans or some surprise you? Because for me, this is important for the match, no? If you win the picket ban, your opinion or not?
I think we were all really happy with how the veto went. I was very surprised they banned Sunset and let Split through. We have a great Split. I think that their comp on Split has some problems, and we had a really rough Sunset game yesterday. So I expected something a little different there, but other than that, really happy with how it went, and we were all smiling walking out of there after the veto.
Fine. Okay, the last one is for Tens. It's because you are playing in Spain, no, in EMEA, and you play against the two EMEA teams, Heretic and now Karmine Corp. And both teams have a lot of fun in the stadium, but despite the fact, rally, you have a big support Sentinel, no? And in the final, for example, all the stadium was cheering for Sentinels win, no? Do you think that you have fans in all the worlds and it feels like that you can be local in anywhere, or what do you think about this support?
Well, I know there's a lot of fans globally present throughout the world that's cheering for me and the rest of my team. Even here locally in Madrid, I'm sure there's a few people that were cheering for Sentinels. And I mean, each person can cheer for whatever team they want to. And like at the end of the day, everyone has their own preferences, their own favorites. So it's cool.
Thank you.
Man, you're so cool, dude.
All right, thank you. That's all the time we have for this press conference. Congratulations again, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you for the questions.